So, this car coming up right here is the car we were talking about earlier, formerly owned by Todd Martin himself. Well, it's Todd's former car, now owned by Kerry. And Jaakko Lauhasman, once again out of Finland, piloting this car, crewed by Jan. Wow, look at that. Went about 150 feet on the burnout, comes to a stop right about 360 feet as he's trying to find reverse. And right now, I do believe Jan getting ready to back him up. Jan, once again, the whole crew out of Finland. And Todd Martin's former car. Todd, one of the co-owners here of Tulsa Raceway Park, going to be leaving this Tuesday for Australia. Going to be going down under to run the horsepower. Oh, that could have been Kerry, the owner. All right, Kerry, the owner, was the one backing him up. So right now, Lauhasman starts the car rolling forward. See the spotter bringing him right into the groove that he was laying down, trying to keep him in that groove. When you're running a certain kind of tire, you lay down that rubber. You want to back up on your own rubber so you can launch on your own compound. And Jaakko looking for that pre-stage beam, finds it, stages, and launches right down the middle and goes 373, beating yesterday's 375. I'm going to tell you right now, the message is going to Finland, and I bet they're watching. His phone is about to blow up as he goes to the number 2 spot right behind Aaron Wells. Aaron Wells with that 365, but it's Lauhasman with that 373. The finish record was 386, but right now, well, he got taken by someone from Finland right here at Tulsa Raceway Park. 201 mile per hour. Right now, we got Chris Giuliano waiting patiently at the ready line. And Jaakko Lauhasman out of Finland. Who's going to be coming at us next? Cars are fired up now. And this car, formerly owned by Todd Martin, now owned by Kerry and Ullyi Lauhasman. Now I'm going to tell you right now, you've got Chris Giuliano over there out of Albania, Missouri. That 67 Mustang sits number 9 on the list with a 471.5. Obviously had to lift earlier, but we're right now looking at Lauhasman, who sits in the number 3 spot. At 201 mile per hour earlier, ran 373. Yesterday, he broke the record in Finland. That was 386 with a 375 yesterday, and tonight in the first qualifying session broke it with a 373. Can we see a 372? We're about to find out. Final checks and preps as they're rolling up to the line. First one in is going to be Giuliano to the pre-stage. Can Jaakko Lauhasman beat 373 as he stages the car? 383.2 at 188 mile per hour. So we'll stay number 3 from that previous run in the first qualifying session. Well, regardless, the Black Mamba's running, I'll tell you that much. That's Keith Haney himself, your points leader in the Pro Modified Series. And Keith Haney out of Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, getting that Black Mamba backed up right now. You got Jaakko Lauhasman out of Finland. And that is Todd Martin's former car. We were talking earlier. He's been working with the Team Finland. That car is now owned by Kerry, being driven by Ullyi Lauhasman. Jan's the crew chief. And as of 2 days ago, the record in Finland was 386. Well, guess what? Ullyi broke that 2 days ago on Thursday with a 375. Yesterday, ended up beating the new record of a 375 with a 373 yesterday. So Lauhasman, there was a lot of international chatter going on. A lot of high fives for Ullyi Lauhasman. Right now, Keith Haney looking to get down to that finish line first to go to the next round. Each round is points, and right now, Keith Haney is your points leader in the series. Oh, it's a pedal fest, but it's Keith Haney getting the win and going to the next round. Wow, we saw both of them get off throttle. They realized they both were off throttle, so they both went back into it. And Keith gets down to the finish line first with a 396.5. I want to get to the pits. You're get towards your vehicles. We're going to be calling you here momentarily. Right now, Ed Thornton out of Chiro, California, going to be in the left Crower lane. In the Grand Prix lane, I do believe that is going to be Ullyi. That was Todd Martin's former car. We saw Todd Martin down there on the starting line right now. And Ullyi, I'll tell you right now, is not from Oklahoma. Comes from Finland. Finish record as of 2 days ago was 386. Till Ullyi got in Todd's car, drove it 2 days ago with a 375, and then beating his own run with a 373, totally knocking out the finish record of 386. All right, making their way up to the beams now. Who's going to the next round? Will it be Ullyi Lauhasman? His crew chief Jan hopes so. Thornton's in, and they're off, and it's going to be Ullyi rocketing down the track with a wind light 365.8, 200 mile per hour. Right now, Team Finland down there celebrating with Todd Martin as Jan is absolutely thrilled. We'll see Ullyi back here. And right now, we got Ullyi Lauhasman out of Finland rolling up into the left lane. This car formerly owned by the co-owner of Tulsa Raceway Park, Todd Martin himself. And right now, Ullyi Lauhasman is the #1 qualifier. He currently broke the Finland record that, well, a couple days ago, 386. Right now, he has a 373. His crew chief, Jan, down there, getting him right up in the groove. That car is owned by Kerry. Just a little clear out? More like a big clear out. And it's going to be Ullyi rolling forward. Michael LeBate waiting patiently for Team Finland to be ready. Once again, if we got anyone that can accommodate Brian Walker with a small block Ford electric water pump, CSI preferred, go see Walker. So, final call, top sportsman. Final call, Pat Musey Racing Engines, top sportsman. We need you in the lanes. LeBate sets the tree. Down, and we saw a little tire smoke coming out of LeBate's car, but it's going to be Ullyi. Lauhasman getting to the top end first by 0.3 of a second. Ullyi, they tied the reaction too. They both went 0.32 on the reaction. I mean, you cannot get more of a heads-up race. And he runs 373.1, 201 mile per hour.
Dina Parisi here, Midwest Drag Racing Series, Tulsa Raceway Park. I'm here with the winner of Pro Mod Slammers, Ullyi Lauhasman. Dude comes over here and wins it all. I love it. That's great. Todd.
So this is a great weekend for them. I've had so much fun with them this weekend. He set so many records, personal records, Finland records. He went a win 375, 373, went 365 over 201 mile an hour.
And I believe it was 371. Let me look at my notes. No, 373 with a 1.
373 with a 1 to win it, right?
Yep.
So I asked them, I said, we have 3 things to do. Set another record for you, repeat or win. They said win, so that's what we went done. We won. So
awesome. This is a really good feel-good story, so be sure to follow us on Flow Racing in Texas.